Alright, so I'm in Turner's Falls.
Take the next left onto Industrial Boulevard, then turn left onto Millers Falls Road.
And now I have to go to Gardner, Mass. So, we're just gonna cruise. I'm gonna take a couple back roads to get to Route 2. It's easier than going through Turner's Falls Center. Plus, I'd be going the wrong direction if I took a right down here, so.
At the stop sign, turn left onto Millers Falls Road.
I always have a GPS on, even if I know where I'm going. Just so if construction comes up or an accident or something like that, I can find out about it beforehand. Or a road closure.
Continue for 2 miles.
Those always are not fun. But we're gonna cruise past the airport here. It's a little tiny airport. My window hasn't been working right. I'm gonna have to have that looked at. Can't seem to get it to work. Just one of them days, I guess. Hopefully I get one more subscriber, because last night I went from 53 subscribers down to 49, so that's not enough to live stream, and it's scheduled to be tomorrow morning, so hopefully I can get one more before 7 a.m. tomorrow. If not, I'll just try and be patient and wait and keep making videos. Tried to mount the camera as close to the center of the windshield as possible so you can see what I see. I mean, granted, you can't really see to the sides too well, but I'll try and aim the truck towards stuff you want to see without, hitting something or going off the road. But hopefully you get to see a lot. Top view's cut down a little bit because of the visor on this truck. It sort of sucks when I come up to a light, because sometimes if I'm too close to the stop line or at the stop line, in some cases I have to duck to see the light. I mean, it's great if the sunlight is beaming in your face. It blocks a lot of that.
In a quarter mile, continue straight onto East Main Street.
It can be a little rough as far as seeing the lights at stoplights. Now we're coming up to, I think this is Millers Falls. Little tiny town. GPS is always wrong. It wants me to go straight, which I can't do. Little tight, windy roads.
Continue straight onto East Main Street.
That this truck just can't handle. Don't get me wrong, I take little windy roads all the time, but some of them are just way too windy, way too tight. You just can't.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Leicester Street.
And that could be a problem if you have oncoming traffic. So this is Route 63. I go by route numbers, so if you look on a map, you can easily identify where I am.
Take the next right onto Leicester Street, then turn right onto Prospect Street.
Crossing the Millers River right now. It's really low. We haven't had that much rain. But bald eagles have come back in this area, so on occasion you'll see them flying over the river fishing. Pretty cool.
Turn right onto Prospect Street.
This is a hard turn here. I'm gonna swing pretty wide. Make sure nothing's coming the other way. Otherwise,
Continue on Prospect Street for half a mile.
But it's actually a lot easier than going through the center of Turner's Falls. Truck's not great on bumps, so when I go over bumps, you'll know, because the dash will vibrate and you'll hear all these clanking and clunking noises.
In 1,000 feet, continue straight onto Massachusetts 2 East, Massachusetts 2A East.
In the northeast, and some of them are just atrocious, but you know, you just deal with it.
Continue straight onto Massachusetts 2 East, Massachusetts 2A East.
There's certain towns I don't think they ever pave the roads or ever get them smooth.
Continue on Massachusetts 2 for 13 miles.
Alright, so this is Route 2. It's a nice scenic route. This is an area known as the Pioneer Valley. It is sort of a valley. To my right is that Millers River down the cliff there. I know you can't see it on the phone, but pretty scenic. You'll see parts of the river as we get further down. It winds directly next to this route. Classify anything around here as a mountain. There's a lot of hills. Mountains to me are a lot taller. A lot of the leaves have already fallen off the trees. Unfortunately, I would have liked to have been able to stream while it was still fall. It's becoming winter now very quickly. So all the bright colors aren't around anymore. Looks better with snow and ice, I think. I mean, granted, people don't really want to drive in the snow and ice, but it looks pretty. I think it looks prettiest right after an ice storm. All the trees are shiny. I mean, it's treacherous, but it's beautiful. Everything sparkles. Like I said, I need one more subscriber before 7 a.m. tomorrow. I don't know why it dropped. Maybe because I couldn't live stream when I wanted to and people got fed up. You know, people have short attention want. They get fed up and just walk away. I understand that. I mean, it's frustrating to me too, but I'm the one that's looking for something. I'm looking for company. You know, they're just looking to see the road and see the scenery. I mean, you can get that with some other trucks, but a lot of times it's just highway. There's nothing really to look at. You know, you get the guys in Texas or Arizona or whatever, and it's just long, flat stretches, nothing to see. New England, you never know what you'll see. Between hills and mountains and trees and wildlife, you just never know. And there's a lot of tourist places that people go to, but they never see the actual Northeast. I've been down quite a few roads in the 20 plus years I've been driving. I haven't always driven a Class A vehicle. Before that was a Class B, and before that was courier vehicles and cars for dealerships. So I've seen a lot of the area. I've been all over the country except for Washington and Oregon. Got like a GPS in my brain. But like I said, I always run with the GPS on because it lets me know of hazards in the road coming up or closings of a road. So it's very handy to have. Right now we're right next to the river. We'll have to have a bend, I guess, to left so you can see it better. So now it's downhill just a little bit on the right. Maybe even see a little bit of it now. Yeah, it says flood crest September 1938 was 5.5 feet over this highway. That's pretty deep. But it is in a valley, so I'm assuming before they put this road in, this is all river. They got railroad tracks now along the side of Route 2. That's usually freight trains. Commuter trains don't usually go this far out of Boston or Worcester. If a train would come through, it would be an Amtrak, but it wouldn't be on these tracks. Mohawk Trail Highway. It's a beautiful day, a little chilly. But the sun's shining, not many clouds. Coming up to Irving, little tiny town. and actually have it get posted to YouTube on. I was reading a thing earlier and it said once you're able to live feed, you can post up to 15 minutes. So I wanted to make sure that I had a video over 15 minutes to see if I'm missing any other qualifications to figure out why I can't live stream. It's a little narrow, but what doesn't in New England, right? You know, we've got narrow streets. If you've been to other parts of the country, you'll know that New England's some of the most narrow in the whole country. You can notice that in a truck and a car. Problem with New England for a trucker is a lot of narrow places that weren't meant for big trucks. So a lot of the roads in a lot of the old towns used to be cobblestone, and they just paved over the cobblestone and didn't make them any wider. So there's some places that are nice and wide, but all the lanes are narrow, and some towns are like, I swear it's a one-lane road, but it's not. In that case, you just got to take your time and, you know, let people go by if they need to. Try and get over as far as you can. The Irving paper mill. There's not much in Irving besides the paper mill. I think that employs most of the people there. I don't know how long I can run this video. I don't know what YouTube allowed me to upload, but we're gonna find out. If they won't let me live stream, then I'm gonna cruise with you anyway. I mean, I really can't understand why it's so difficult to start a live stream. I did it before when I used to run New York, and I never had these issues. And I had a lot of views running through the city. I got flagged quite a few times. I found that running the radio, you get copyright infringements and everything else, so you can't really run the radio, Bumpy Bridge.